everybody, I'm Lisa Rowberry, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back. Oh my goodness, it has been 5 days since I have last uploaded a video. That's a little bit crazy because I've gotten into such a routine of uploading pretty much every day and there is so much to talk about. So if you guys saw my last video, we are in the middle of this sniff session of the brand new spring and summer catalog that is launching in just a few days. But if you saw my video last, I believe what were we sniffing out, the floral section, I had mentioned that my husband and I lost a very dear friend of ours. And so I had kind of given you guys a warning that my schedule was gonna be a little bit all over the place. And boy, was it ever. I thought I would be able to upload here and there throughout the last week, but I was literally up to my actual eyeballs and stuff to do. So that is why. But here we are. I am back and we are ready to continue on with the sniff session. And today we are going to sniff out the fresh section of the brand new Spring and Summer 2020 catalog. So grab a drink and get comfy because there are 19 fragrances to talk about. Now, the new releases, I did a whole separate video on sniffing through all the new releases. So if I come across any of the brand new ones, which looks like there's only 2, I'm not going to re-sniff those, just resort back to that video if you are curious. I will read the notes, but just for time's sake, I will not be like sniffing it. So speaking of time's sake, let's go ahead and get started. So first scent we're gonna talk about is Aloe Water and Cucumber. And this one, if you have been with me for a bit, you know that this is one of Sean's favorites. This one is so good. Probably, I have gotten into fairly recently, like within the last few months, I have definitely gotten into loving the fresher scents a little bit more. And I don't know if that's just coming off of the holiday fragrances, those like really heavy, spicy, bakery. I still love those so much, but sometimes it's nice to kind of cleanse your palette with a good fresh scent. And this is a scent that like we're always in the mood for. I always have to have this on hand in bar form, in car bar form, in scent circle. Like my husband loves this. I even got it in a body wash for him. I'm covering all my bases because you guys know I get in trouble if I if I try to hoard or like not give him any information on some of his favorite scents. So oh man, this is so good. And I know if you've been with me for a while, you have heard this story already, but this one, it's a strong one. It's a strong one for a fresh scent. And every time I smell this, it brings me back to the very first time I smelled this. And for the first time I smelled this was at World Tour last year. And for those of you who are not Scentsy consultants and you don't know what I'm talking about, World Tour is like, it's a smaller Scentsy convention that happens during the springtime every year. We're actually getting ready for a World Tour now. They're in different cities all over the US. So, or Canada, or wherever you are. So it's so nice. So I remember walking up to the registration table to sign in and it was just wafting all throughout it was upstairs in this venue and it was just wafting all throughout the upstairs venue. And I was just like, what is in this warmer? I need to know what is happening here. And I remember they had the Nova warmers out on the registration tables and they had Aloe Water and Cucumber going. And I just remember it was such a beautiful fragrance, but it was strong. And that's what I really, really liked about it. This performs so good. And it's exactly what you would expect. It is a sweet, clean cucumber scent. It's so nice. So Scentsy says, and this is a bestseller for good reason. So Scentsy says, Aloe Water and Cucumber. Aloe Water, cucumber peel, palm frond, and pineapple nectar are oh so mellow. So I think the pineapple nectar just adds a little bit of extra sweetness to it. And it's so nice. So I love this one. In fact, since we have been planning all these arrangements for our friend's services, his family lives a little distance from us, so we stayed a couple nights over there over the last week. And so you guys know me, I have to travel in Scentsy style. So I didn't bring a warmer over to their house. You guys know me, if we go to hotels, I'm always bringing a warmer and stuff, but I didn't go that far there, but I did bring my Scentsy Go. And so with the Scentsy Go, I did decide, since my husband's obviously going through a really hard time right now, I was like, well, I'm gonna put in his favorite scent, one of his favorite scents. So you'll see that in our, like, what we've been warming. Oh geez, we are like 5.5 minutes in and I'm already like, sorry. Okay, moving right along. So we have Amazon Rain is next, and this one is a powerhouse. If you are looking for nice, clean, crazy strong fragrances, give Amazon Rain a try. Now my sniffer does something a little bit different here. I get lemon lime with a little bit of a floral finish. So I do really like this. I ruined this for myself. And who knows, maybe this upcoming spring and summer season, I will give this another try. But I loved this so much that when we came out with our cleaning products in Amazon Rain, I was like, yes, sign me up. So I got it in the counter clean, and I use counter clean on literally everything, my carpets, like everything. So then I was associating this smell in wax form when I was warming it in my warmers. I was associating it with a household cleaner. So I didn't love it anymore, but man, it's so good. I really love that. Like I said, my sniffer does something a little bit different here. I get lemon, lime, and floral. And I remember just off of memory that Scentsy says that I'm wrong. So Scentsy says, Amazon Rain, set off on a rainforest romp, swirling with sweet notes of melon, orange zest, coconut milk, and sultry night blooming jasmine. So I do agree with the jasmine. I don't really smell melon from this. The orange zest maybe, but maybe it's the melon and the orange and the coconut that transfer to lemon lime for me. Or maybe it's the color that just does something in my brain. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I get lemon, lime, and floral. Let me know if you agree. I know there's a few of you out there that agree with my sniffer sometimes, and there's many of you that don't. So, and that's totally fine. But Amazon Rain, and it is a powerhouse. So if you are like, I don't care what it smells like, I'm just looking for really strong scents, this is a good one. It may be a really good one too if you are looking for like food canceling fragrances. I just totally made up that phrase. But I've talked about it fairly recently, where like if you are cooking something that's really rich, really strong, and it's a food scent that lingers a lot, lemon scents are usually a go-to to get rid of those fragrances. That may do that. I mean, simply just because it's a powerhouse. Moving right along. Atlantic Air. And this one I really love. It's, and this is a good, fairly strong, clean fragrance also. And this one, it always just reminds me of like cool water for women. It's just, because it's clean, but it's slightly perfumey too. So it's like, that's the only way I can describe it. It's so nice. Scentsy says, a refined veil of ocean mist, sea salt, and white orchid. And I do get that little bit of like sea salt and a little bit of floral. It's just, it's so perfect. It's so perfect. It's not like a perfumey, like powdery floral. It's just perfumey, like a little bit of, it's just a pretty fragrance. That's what it is. It's just very pretty. So love that. Atlantic Air. And next is By the Sea. And this one I have recently, like I knew I always really liked this, but I've recently fallen in love with it to the point of like I always need a bar of it on hand because I have warmed this. I've gone through a couple bars fairly recently and it's been so nice. This is just, it's simple, it's beachy, it's like sea salt air. It's like if you are someone who is like, you know, I don't want it to smell perfumey, I don't want it to smell fruity, I don't want it to smell bakery, I just want it to smell Not artificial, just fresh. Just a good fresh fragrance without it smelling like laundry, without it smelling like fruity. I just want fresh and clean. This is what I would recommend every single time. Every single time. It's so good. It's beachy. There's like sea salt air in there, and it's perfect. It's simple and it's perfect. So Scentsy says, by the sea, the scent of ocean air wafting through dewy seaside grass. And I would agree with that 100%. It's simple and it's clean and it's perfect. So that's really nice. I love this one. So by the sea. And next is Clean Breeze, another powerhouse. Another powerhouse. This one, I would categorize this as like a laundry kind of fragrance. So for those of you who are making a list for yourself and you love yourself a good laundry scent, add this to your list. It just smells like laundry. This is always what I smell. It's just a good, like, it's a good, like, Tide fragrance, or you know what I mean? Like, it's just laundry. That's all I smell. And it is a bestseller. Scentsy says, white florals with a touch of spring. This is the scent of fresh, clean laundry. Boom. There you go. So Scentsy did that perfectly. And that is Clean Breeze. Next is Clothesline. Oh, I remember. I always want to smell these two like side by side because Clothesline is another laundry scent. So for my laundry lovers out there, this is is it a little sweeter? This is the one that I know, and this is my sniffer going rogue here. This one to me, when I warm it up, it's kind of, there's a hint. So it's laundry. It's laundry on one hand, and then I get this, I smell fruit stripe gum. I always smell that in this, and it's not supposed to smell fruity in any kind of way. This is a laundry fragrance, but my sniffer smells fruit stripe gum as well. I can't help myself. So to me, Clothesline is a little bit sweeter than Clean Breeze. It's a little bit sweeter, but it's still a good laundry scent. Scentsy says, crisp greens, orange flower, creamy violet, and white wicker basket will let you savor the scent of just washed laundry. So it's those greens and the orange and the violet that's like sweetening it up a little bit to make it a sweeter laundry scent. This is another this is another powerhouse, and it's also another bestseller. For these, if you are someone who really likes clean fragrances but you don't want them to be too overpowering, if you're afraid of that, I would suggest starting out with some of these powerhouses. Maybe start out with just 1 cube. If you're really sensitive, maybe start out with just half a cube, because these throw like crazy good. I think Clothesline is probably the best performing Scentsy wax that I've ever experienced ever in my whole entire life. Ever. So that's Clothesline. Next, we will move right along to Fiddle Leaf Fig, and I'm very interested to know why this is in fresh. Would I categorize this in fresh? I mean, yeah, it wouldn't be citrus. It wouldn't be, well, I guess it could. Technically, it could be fruity. A fig is a fruit, right? It is an earthy green fig scent. I like it. I know fig is you have to like fig. I like this. I feel like the fig could be a little bit stronger, but it is earthy. It's earthy green fig. That's the only way I can really describe it. It is sweet, and I do definitely pick up a good solid fig note in here, and I like the way that smells. Scentsy says, Fiddle Leaf Fig, a botanical haven brimming with wild fern, mission fig, and hints of crushed rosemary and coconut water. If there's rosemary in here, it's very light. I definitely get the fern. I definitely get the fig. Don't really get coconut water so much. It's just green fig. So that is Fiddle Leaf Fig. And next is French Lavender. If you are someone who likes you a good light scent, this is gonna be for you. French Lavender. It smells like French lavender. It's so light. It's crazy light. I like this. I don't warm it. I do really like it in the counter clean though. So I do have that in the counter clean, and I like it there. That works just fine for me there. But in wax form, it's so light. It's so light. In fact, I had a friend who purchased this and she's like, what if I add some of my my lavender essential oils to this? I'm like, well, go for it if you want to. Let me know how it works for you. She never let me know. But I guess if you wanted to do that, it's a light scent. So probably really good for a bedroom. Even if you've got like a baby's room, if you've got a warmer in a child's room, this would be really good there because it's not going to be overpowering. Scentsy says French Lavender, pure herbal fragrance of wild lavender from the hills of France. Take me to France. Apparently the French do not like very strong fragrances. So that is French Lavender. And moving right along to a brand new one, Iridescent Pearl. And this one I did sniff out in the new releases. So if you did not check that out, I will link that video down below. Scentsy says Iridescent Pearl, lustrous layers of ripe, juicy mango and apple blossom wind down with tranquil water lotus. So I do remember I really liked this one. Really, there isn't one I don't like from the new releases. I can't wait to start warming through those. Okay, so next is Jammy Time. Jammy Time is one of my favorite fragrances, and well, it's both mine and my husband's, like one of our favorite fragrances, but we don't love it in wax form. We love it in the laundry line. So because we use it for our laundry, I don't get it in wax form. Well, you know what? I could. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a couple bars of this and just keep it for the bedroom because we use it for our bed sheets. So that would totally work, and it would just like amp up that Jammy Time even more. I love it. This is a comforting, I always want to say it's so comforting. Is it like sweet pea and vanilla almost and lavender or chamomile? I just threw a lot at you there. So Scentsy says, drift into dreamland with baby freesia, lavender, and sweet pea. So see, my sniffer wasn't too off there. So the chamomile, not so much, but you know, it's just that like kind of comforting feeling. It's a beautiful blend and I love this. So that is Jammy Time. If you have been with Scentsy for a little bit, we had, was it a scent of the month several years ago at this point, Fuzzy Blanket. If you remember Fuzzy Blanket, this is basically a reformulated, repackaged version of Fuzzy Blanket. So if you really liked Fuzzy Blanket from way back in the day, you haven't had a chance to give Jammy Time a try yet, give it a try and you will not be disappointed. That is Jammy Time. Next is Just Breathe. Where are my eucalyptus fans? So this is going to check all your boxes for eucalyptus. It just smells like Vicks Vapo Rub. That's what it smells like to me personally. So Scentsy says, breathe deeply as soothing eucalyptus, zesty lemon, and a medley of mints comfort and rejuvenate. So I do get the eucalyptus. It's not just eucalyptus because you know that can be a little bit overwhelming, but you definitely do get that like mint and lemon along with it, which is why I think it smells like Vicks Vapo Rub. So, but I have a lot of friends that do really like this. So that is Just Breathe and very well named. Okay, so we are rounding about the last little grouping here. So I am going to just cut this video here and we will continue on with the sniff session. Okay friends, we have 8 more scents to sniff out for this fresh section. So let's continue on here. So the next scent is called Lavender Cotton, and I love this scent so much in the laundry line. I don't think I've ever warmed this. I don't think I've ever warmed this actually. I love it in the laundry line though. I feel like it is one of the strongest laundry scents. My husband doesn't love this as much. He actually prefers, we both agree on Jammy Time for the beds and the bedding and the towels and all that. For clothes, I prefer Lavender Cotton and he prefers Amazon Rain. So we just kind of alternate. But I love this. It's exactly what you would expect. It's lavender. It's a perfect lavender laundry scent. Oh, it's so nice. And it's so like fuzzy and comforting. I love it. I'm surprised it's not a bestseller. If you haven't tried it in the laundry line, try it. If for nothing else, try it in the washer whiffs. I'm telling you. Oh, you will thank me later. Lavender Cotton. Find your magical moment in purple lavender, soft cotton, and daisy blossom. So I do like that little hint of floral on the finish there. It's just done so perfectly. So that is Lavender Cotton. And next is Make Waves. And I am so glad that this one came back. This was a scent of the month from, was it over the summer? I think it was over the summer. This is so nice. And I've got one of my best girlfriends is like, super jazzed about this. In fact, I think it was when it showed up in the clearance, excuse me, the clearance section somewhere, and she was just like, please tell me it's not being discontinued. I'm like, yeah, it is. It's only a scent of the month. This is so nice. This is, it's obviously, it's another like super clean scent. And this is another really strong one. I remember warming this when it was the scent of the month, and I remember just thinking, man, this is kind of rocking my world just a little bit. I also love this in a room spray. We have this in the room spray. It's so nice. Our room sprays linger like crazy. So if you haven't given our room sprays a try yet, give them a try. They're great. This is like a sweet aquatic floral. If I can do that. Scentsy says, make waves. Make your own waves in a wash of Icelandic water, aquatic, tumbling with dewy greens and apple blossom. Apple blossom, kind of floral. It's really nice though. I love this. It's so nice. Sweet, aquatic, floral. Like that a lot. Make waves. But if you are not into florals, don't, it's so slight. Oh, it's so nice. I really love that. Make waves. So happy it's in the permanent catalog. Next one is Mineral Oasis. Once again, I will refer back to my new releases video, so go ahead and check that one out. We sniffed it out there. And Scentsy says Mineral Oasis. Dewy seagrass and blooming osmanthus drift across dreamy turquoise waters. And it's so nice. I can't wait to warm it. Next one is Mojito Mambo. And this one was first released as a summertime brick. And it smells like a mojito. It smells like lime. You get that kind of like fizzy, drink kind of vibe with this as well. And you definitely get that muddled mint, like for sure. Oh, I mean, I don't want my house to smell like this. I don't love minty fragrances for my home fragrance, but if you like mojitos, this smells just like it. Scentsy says sparkling club soda, crushed lime, and muddled mint leaf sway away with white rum. It doesn't smell boozy in any kind of way, so if you're worried about that, it doesn't smell boozy. It just smells like that sparkling club soda, the lime, and the mint. So I think if you like minty fragrances, but you want kind of like a summer feeling to it, give this a try. You may really like it. So that is Mojito Mambo. Next is Newborn Nursery. Where are my baby powder fans? Because that's what this smells like. So I don't like this. I don't like baby powder, and I get weird notes of baby powder and weird things, and I don't like it then, and I really don't like it when it's supposed to smell like baby powder. So, but I have a lot of friends that do really like this, and when they do have babies and they do have a small warmer in the bedroom, they do really like this. So, and for those of you moms out there, like that's one thing I love when I'm meeting up with my friends, we're having a sniff session or I'm doing a party and people smell this, the moms smell this and they're like, oh, this takes me back to when my babies were babies, you know, and I love seeing that. And maybe that's why I don't like baby powder. I don't have kids, so I don't have that scent memory. So I'm sure if I had kids, maybe it would bring me back to that and I'd like it more. I don't know. So Scentsy says, Newborn Nursery, fresh, clean, and powdery. This dreamy scent evokes memories of cradling your little ones. There you go. I didn't even read that before. So, I mean, I'm sure I have like a while ago, but how funny. This is made to prompt that little scent memory. So that is Newborn Nursery. Next is Now and Zen, and this one I like. It's really light. So once again, for those of you who like the lighter fragrances, you may really like this. What does this remind me of? This definitely reminds me of something. It does remind me of a spa. It not just because of the name, but it totally reminds me of like when you go to get a nice massage and you can smell those essential oils. Like this does smell like that, but there's something in this. Let's see. Scentsy says, oh, grapefruit and chamomile. There's something more to it though. Now and Zen, sunny grapefruit balances calming chamomile in a yin and yang kind of love story. There's something more to it. I love it though. I do really love this. I just wish it was a little bit stronger. It is really super light. So that is Now and Zen. Okay, two more, you guys. Next is Pink Cotton. I love this scent. This was a scent that kind of snuck up on me, and I love it when that happens. I absolutely love that when that happens, because I smelled this and on cold I was like, yeah, this is nice. It's kind of different, and by kind of I mean it's totally different. I'm like, yeah, it's nice. I like it. It's fine. And so just sniffing it in this, and then a friend of mine ordered a bar of it. And so if you're local to me and you're ordering bars from me, I'm sticking my sniffer in your bars every time, because that's what we do, right? No, but so I remember smelling the full bar of it and I was like, wait a minute, I like this a lot. And I was thinking, okay, I'm game. And so then I smelled it when it warmed. And this is one of those that it just completely transforms when it's warmed. I still love this on cold, but man, when it's warmed, love. So it's a very different fragrance. People love it or people hate it. I love it. This is a laundry fragrance meets sweet berries. I know that sounds weird, and it is weird, and I love it. It's so nice. So it's so different from your average clean laundry scent because there's that sweet, fruity berry note to it as well. It's so good. Love it. Pink Cotton. Find your fantasy on a cloud of clean cotton swirled with fruity pink berries and vanilla sugar. And that's what it is too. There is just a hint of vanilla. Just a hint. Just to kind of mingle the berries and the like clean cotton kind of fragrance. Oh man, it's good. Give this one a try. Pink Cotton. Last but most certainly not least is Waves and Wonders. And this one is not a new fragrance. If I remember correctly, I didn't love this, but yeah. It just smells kind of masculine. Is there bergamot in this? I have a feeling like there's bergamot in this. It's woody. It's woody, kind of masculine. And I get almost like a black pepper kind of scent from this too. I don't know why. That once again, my sniffer's going rogue. Clean, woody, masculine kind of cologne-y meets black pepper. That's just me. Scentsy says, Waves and Wonders, dewy beach grass and coastal cypress, it must be the cypress, will have you feeling the amber sand between your toes. I feel like there's more to it than that. I knew it wasn't gonna like say it smells like black pepper. I know that's my sniffer doing its own thing, but I guess that's what cypress smells like. I don't know that I would categorize this as fresh. I might categorize this in the woods category. Like, I honestly get more woods from this than I do like aquatic or fresh. That's just me. So there you have it. So that is Waves and Wonders. So that is it. That is the entire fresh category. I'm gonna pick my favorite 3. I'm actually surprised. I wish I could pick more. I mean, there's no rules. These are my own, my own rules here. But okay, we're picking 3. I'm gonna go with, in no particular category, Aloe Water and Cucumber. Definitely has to make my top 3. By the Sea, because it's just so good and so simple. And Pink Cotton, because this was one that totally surprised me and blew my mind when I decided to warm it. Those are my favorite 3 from the Fresh collection. So, yeah. Let me know what you guys are excited to see come back. Let me know what you're excited to try out for the first time, maybe. What maybe some of your favorites are. Anyway, let me know if you love the Fresh collection. There are a lot of fresh scents to choose from, that is for sure. So thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was a longer video. Coming up next, I am going to be finishing out this series. There's only 3 more categories to do. So, and then we've got hauls to talk about. Oh my lands, do we have hauls? So I don't know, I may be doing 2 videos a day here a couple times, so we'll see. But the next video, our sniff session, will be the woods as well as the spice collection. So, because the spice, there's only 2 scents, so we'll just merge that in with woods. So look forward to that. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new, please subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.